So it's the NEC again, and we're not even there yet. We're not even there. We're seeing all these pictures, postings, Instagram, Facebook, people up there looking at motorhomes, and we're itching to get up there. But we will be there on Sunday. So if you're up there on Sunday, look out for us, guys. We'll be touring around somewhere, looking at motorhomes, checking out all the stuff up there. So we're really looking forward to that. So we'll be dragging up the rear of everybody that's been up there this week. So which is a little bit unfortunate, it's boo-hoo. But to be honest, we normally go on the end of the show, and it's always like a nice, we always have a nice day out on the end of the show anyway. It's good to see some of the videos that are coming out, some of the pictures, so you've got like a pretty good idea of what's going to be up there. So I can home in on the stuff that we're excited about. So which is all of it, which is all of it, normal SP. And so yeah, we were just so yeah, everybody's getting super excited about the show. All these motorhomes, equipment, things like that going on. And you know me, I've been doing my essential equipment little blogs just recently, apart from touring London and other stuff. But what I was going to say is, so the most important thing you need for motorhome life is actually your motorhome. That is the big thing. And going on from there, yes, it's probably one of the biggest investments you're going to ever make, apart from like buying a house, buying a really expensive car. It's a huge commitment. And I've been sort of like thinking about what I was going to say about like buying a motorhome, and we had some advice when we were first looking around at motorhomes. We had some advice from an old lady who'd been in like doing camper vans and motorhomes a long time, and she said you need to sit down and make out a kind of like checklist of all the things you're looking for in a motorhome. I was actually thinking about this earlier on when I used to go with my parents in a Sprite Musketeer caravan, probably being towed by a Ford Consul or something like that. And you know, were there, as long as it's got like places for 4 people to sleep, and you can cook in it, and it's got a toilet, and the water pump, you know, we've got electric water pumps now. We are so lucky. Where the pump used to be on the floor, we had to like pump up the water and things into the sink. You know, we are majorly lucky now in this in the life that we lead, with the technologies that are coming into motorhomes in this day and age. USB charging, all the rest of it is totally another level from what they used to, you know, in the 60s, the 70s, the early days. It was pretty minimalistic. But the thing is, now there is so much like choice, there are so many configurations of motorhome, and that's like the #1 things that anybody considering buying a motorhome, the first thing you've got to actually consider is what is the best. You're back to the same old scenario, the layout that is going to suit you. And you know, well, we've literally got our first kind of like motorhome. We had that transverse bed, the one that went across, and it was great fun. We you know, 18,000 miles on it. We had an incredible time with it. And then you start, you're still looking at motorhomes. So then you start looking at the island beds and this configuration of the split beds, all kinds of different configurations. And then you start thinking, so that might be a little bit better for us, and there might be better storage, and there might be a better seating layout for the lounge area. Whatever kind of, you start, comparing these lounges and start comparing what is like better for you to have in your motorhome. And like I say, it's a huge commitment, and if you can narrow it down, you know, people go from one to the other. You know, we've had a little sort of gradual continuation. We're on number 3. We're only on number 3 motorhome. God knows what's going to happen next. But #1 for us, I'll just run through again. It's the basically the size of this motorhome. It's 7 meters, so it's relatively, from our point of view, it's still relatively short. You start getting into 7.5, 8 meters. Parking on in campsites where you've got to reverse up to the hedge, and then it's kind of like, can I get my mountain bikes off the back of the rack because I'm in the hedge? Things like that. There's so many things to like consider. Well, the other thing with us obviously is the huge garage storage area on this one. You know, there's so many things that we actually keep in that garage. There is another sort of like big one for us, that garage. I love this motorhome as well. It was one of our, we were kind of like, oh my god, this has got the garage, this is 7 meters, it's got a lovely little lounge, it's got these bed configurations that we love. We've got this swing around shower that you know, converts into the bathroom when you're not using the door. This has got like the Hartle door, which we actually, I love to pieces because it's so wide. The accessibility coming into this motorhome. There are other motorhomes with the doors. Check out the doors, guys. They are a lot smaller. And this one here, when we get our kind of like panoramic, we got our awning that we put on when we're hooked up for a little bit longer than just a weekend or you know, a couple of overnights or something. We will put the awning on, and it makes this, and we have, then in the summer you have the door open and you sort of like look out, and it's kind of wide, it's good, lovely, it feels so nice with an outside room on, and there's just that accessibility to get out through. And we always liked the window, so motorhomes without the window in the door, because we're nosy. Who's out there? But no, it's a nice thing to have, is the window in the door. Obviously you can see if anybody comes to your door, and just the vision, the lightness. This motorhome has got great vision all the way through it. It's got like good height in here. It's got, you know, look at me, I'm fairly tall. Good height, feels roomy, you know, so we're 7 meters, but it still feels spacious. And again, this motorhome, when you're buying a motorhome, guys, when you think you've found that kind of like, I like this, I do like this, you know, this is a really nice motorhome for us, what do you think? What you want to do is, if it's a bright sunny day, just put all the blinds up, shut all the blinds, all the roof blinds, get the lighting on so you know what it's going to feel like in the winter months. You know, it'll just feel so much different to when the natural light is coming in. Shut it all up, shut all the blinds up, get the lighting on, get that mood, see what it feels like. This here, I love the mood of this motorhome. It's starting to get dimpsy outside now, so I've got a little bit of lighting on, and you know, it just feels so homely for the winter. And then again in the summer, open everything, and loads of light, airy, sort of light finish, this kind of like material is like light and airy. So either way, this one here, it feels really nice in the winter, and so nice in the summer. And again, in the summer, when you are down on a camping by the sea or something like that, you are living out there, and that's what we consider that garage for carrying our table, our chairs, or, you know, whatever you want, a blow-up sofa. There's so many things, and you know me, we take our halogen oven, and we've got my air fryer back there on a Cadillac barbecue. It's all in the back, and that without footwear, hoses, electrical cables, stuff like that. So that garage is a great storage compartment for everything like that. So I'm just sort of like running, you know, just sort of putting this one out there. And so when you know, like, let's say, tick off the things that you know, look at, make a list up, and when I went for this vehicle, I was purposely looking for the automatic gearbox on this one. I love the automatic gearbox, and it's been an incredible drive, and I still love driving it to this day. It makes driving, if you're looking to go touring where you don't want the stress of keep changing down gears, and you can also lock it in the gear if you've got a really steep incline, and lock it into put it into first gear, put it into manual, and on you go. But something else to consider. We love our Remis blinds, the internal blinds, which we used to have the Transit. We used to have the two Transits we had the silver inside with the stick-on poppers. The Remis blinds are, I need to Joff, you are so lucky, because that's what we wanted, and we aspired to getting that, and literally it's all come out really well for us. And you know, we literally, there was every single little detail. We got into the little details, and we would well, the people that sold us this motorhome thought we had some kind of disease, some like illness. It wasn't a disease, it was more of an illness. He said, "You've got an illness, mate." And but we were passionate. It's a huge part of your life. From my that early days of my childhood, growing up through camping, and yeah, and it just hasn't eroded from me. My heart and soul is into I am like, absolutely, I'm stir crazy, absolutely stir crazy. It makes you absolutely stir crazy. I don't know if you saw a couple of blogs we did from Crystal Palace in London. We are in London with our motorhome. It's unbelievable. You know, like I say, I'd be back in London tomorrow. Crystal Palace, amazing. Just knocks you out. Anyway, so yeah, back to so yeah, when you get to that point when you found what you think you found that motorhome, the motorhome for you guys, you found that motorhome for you. This is so nice. I do love the bathroom at the back. You know, okay, what's the option? Put a storage box on the roof, maybe put some gear up on the top. Storage boxes on the back on a rack, in under the floor lockers. But don't forget your storage. But I do love the layout of a rear bathroom where you've got super space. Older people, they have the beds that are down quite low, split beds on the level, the bathroom at the back kind of layout is really nice. And I totally get that. I literally get that. It's so nice. So many nice layouts, but it's just finding the right one for you. And I think that's what you got to just literally do, is just get your little tick off box, and yeah, we could do with that, and we could do with that. Anyway, then when you get to that point of buying your motorhome, okay, huge amounts of money, a lot of money, okay, huge amounts of money. The guy who's selling you that motorhome doesn't he wants to sell you that motorhome, and basically he just wants that big chunk of money that you've got. So whatever is on the windscreen of that vehicle, don't even contemplate paying that amount of money. Ignore it. How much money do you want to spend on your motorhome? That's the next thing to consider. You've done your checklist, right? How much money have I got to spend on a motorhome? And so a lot of people cannot afford a new motorhome. You want a second-hand motorhome. Okay, so I'm just going to put one thing out there at the moment. I go on a lot of forums on Facebook and stuff, and so you see motorhomes come up for sale. I see quite a few. I'm in the so we obviously got the brand here, the Burstner, and we are in the Burstner Motorhomes group on Facebook. And just recently, I find it really sad. I find it sad when you get to that age where you cannot, my wife is ill, my husband is ill, we cannot we don't use our motorhome very much now, we're thinking about selling it. It's very sad, yeah, we all know how sad that is, but especially people like me who love it so much. But they are the kind of people that you are probably gonna get a really good deal and a really good motorhome from. So another thing to bear in mind is keep a real eye out, and for the genuine people out there that have got a real genuine reason for parting with their motorhome. And yeah, so, and if you do go down the dealer road, and like I say, you are not paying what's on that windscreen, nowhere near it. And then if it's a second-hand motorhome, you've really got to get to grips with what it's all about. You've really got to infiltrate the mileage, the history, how it's been treated. I've been into motorhomes where it's like, my goodness me, look at the state of the table. It's been scratched, the sink has been like scratched, and things have been damaged. And you know, it can be a lot of extra cost if you've got to put things right. So another little thing to bear in mind. But so when the salesman comes dancing out on the floor, thinks he's got a sale, get your hard face on, and you decide what you want to pay for that motorhome. If you think, and it's going to be a battle, but stick to your guns, It's, yeah, motorhomes are commanding good money at the moment, and but all them dealers, they've got lots of motorhomes. It's sort of like, it's they're getting stock back in. There's a lot of new motorhomes coming through again now. There's new motorhomes coming out, and they want to sell motorhomes, and they've got a lot to sell. So, and they want to sell you one, and people that are after motorhomes have still got loads of choice. Don't ever forget that. You've got the choice, and don't ever get drifted into one. It's for you. It's you. You know, when you're spending the money, when we're spending the money, when you're handing over that amount of money, and it's your money, and until he gets it, and you get in return something of value to the amount you're handing over, and you're absolutely happy with, even when you fix the deal, right, you got to keep squeezing him. So so we've actually agreed the price, but hang on a minute, I want that bike rack. This hadn't actually got a bike rack on the back, or that towing hitch on the back of it. So so can we squeeze? Yeah. So keep the squeeze on. They want to sell you it, and yeah, just sort of, I'm just putting a few pointers out there. All these motorhome dealers have said, "Don't you come to me," but no, I'm just putting it out there. And we've been down that road, guys. We've been down the road. And yeah, salesmen are your best friend. And then you buy one with them, and then they put you onto the service department. But no, it's all good fun. So it's great to have a good rapport with your dealer, and yeah, we hope we've got good rapports with motorhome dealers. And but I think that just about it's going to wrap this video up. So if you're at the NEC, I'm not buying any motorhomes for you guys, but say hello if you're at the NEC. If you see us moseying around, and if you want any, you know what we're like for information as regards what was that like, Jofted? What was that kind of like? What was it like? Ask me anything about motorhomes. You know, it's not a problem. I'm so passionate about it, and if I can pass on good information, that's what we like to do. So I think I'm going to end it there, guys, and that is it. We'll wrap up the video. So and let me know, so yeah, let us know. Like, if you're watching this video and you're just on the edge of buying one, or you just bought one, how's it going? Did you get a good deal? And yeah, what pointed you to that one? Did you get exactly what you wanted? Did you get all the boxes ticked? You know, I think we were nearly, you know, our sort of like tick. We were so. We used to talk about it. We're like, oh my God, we got the, and we're just constantly just running through what we've got, and oh my God, this is. We'll catch you soon, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Give us a thumbs up, give us a like, give us a comment, and if you're not subscribed to our channel, maybe hit us up. And we're full of innovation from motorhomes. Take it easy. We'll catch you next time.